Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Hamii here, and for you guys today, we're going to be taking a look at League Play, which was recently just released into the game, and I'm going to be pretty much sharing you guys my general thoughts and feelings and everything like that, explaining to you guys kind of a little bit how the ranking system works, how you can level up, I guess, and a couple other things as well, because I know it's kind of complicated and stuff like that, but it's essentially just a copy and paste from Black Ops 4, so when you guys played the Black Ops 4 one, you guys will know how this system works. It's pretty easy. You guys will see how it works for the most part once I start getting into it. It kind of seems complicated at first, but once I explain it to you, you guys should be able to get it pretty easily. I did go ahead and finish all my placement matches, and I played a lot of League Play yesterday. If you were there on the streams, you guys would have saw a lot of gameplay. I got myself to Elite Division, which is right below Masters, which is the top tier. I don't know too many of people that got to Masters. I've only heard of like maybe a couple people that I know that actually got to Masters, so I don't know how crazy it is to get up there. I'm not too sure how you can even get up there after you get into an actual division. Essentially, once you get into a division, you can't pretty much move past the division, but you can get D-ranked if you lose a lot of games and stuff like that. All I know is it's really hard to move inside of divisions once you get placed in one, especially in the beginning of a season. Probably gonna run some gameplay for you guys and then show you guys some screenshots and stuff like that so you guys can see how this works. I just want to show you guys that I did go ahead and get Elite Division, and right now I'm standing like pretty much on the second place for my ladder. I'm gonna finish this first season that ends here in 3 days. I'm gonna try to finish this in first place so I can get all those coins and get that win streak going. I had a 7 win streak so far. It was pretty much my best one. Not too bad. I'm on a 4+ win streak right now, I guess it says, bottom left-hand corner too, so that's pretty cool. I don't really know how all that works, but I will go ahead and explain to you guys what the gems mean, what your gems are for, what happens when you place number 1 and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and roll some gameplay for you guys, and I'll go ahead and talk about this entire system and see if we can give you guys a better idea and so you can understand it a little bit easier. So I'll catch you guys with some gameplay here in a second. Alright guys, now we're sitting over here with our gameplay, and we're going to be taking a look at a couple of screenshots that I have for you guys. I'm pretty much going to be going down the list here of all the things that we have. We're going to be talking about the skill divisions, we're going to be talking about the rank rules, the League Play overview, League Play game mode, the League Play ranks as well, all the way from 1 to 30, the restricted items and the ladder, as well as the schedule and stuff like that. You guys will see from the screenshots that I post that they actually show you guys when the actual professionals are going out and playing these matches and stuff like that. I'll show you guys some screenshots later on, but for the most part, let's get into this real quick, and we're going to go ahead and talk about our first thing here. It's going to be pretty much explaining to you guys the overview of everything, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up the screenshot. Okay, so we're sitting here with the overview now. It says the event is going to end in 3 days and 2 hours. Now, this is pretty much going to be a standard for, it's pretty much going to be 4 days for every event. It says battle for placement on the League Play ladder and earn ranked rewards. Now, that's pretty much going to tie into your placement matches and everything like that, and then rewards will be like calling cards and stuff like that, depending on where you rank and everything. We're also looking at League Play details. It's saying here, play with competitive settings on the modes and the maps and all of Call of Duty League rotations. This is saying we have a max party size of 4. You need 4 players. Friendly fire is enabled, and split screen is not permitted. So we have all of those, and then we get pretty much all the maps that we get to play in all game modes on those maps. So right now we're looking at the CDL control, we're looking at Checkmate, Garrison, and Raid. Then for Search and Destroy, we're looking at Checkmate, Miami, Garrison, Moscow, and then Raid as well. And then for our hardpoint, we're looking at Checkmate, Crossroads, Garrison, Moscow, and Raid. These will all have the CDL professional settings involved in the matches, and that's why they're considered CDL control and CDL search and hardpoint. So that's pretty much the overview section there. Then we're going to go over here and take a look at the league rank rules. Now, this is the reward system and pretty much what is going to give you guys your placements and everything like that. Pretty much saying here, earn gems per event to advance your rank, place in top 10, top 5, or first place to permanently change your rank icon to silver, silver gold, or gold. Now, you guys will see right there in the ladder placement rewards that the top 25 will keep a bronze emblem, the top 10 will keep a silver emblem, top 5 will have a gold background with a silver icon, and first place will have an entirely gold place. Now, if you place first on your ladder more than 6 times, or 6 times exactly, you will have a diamond crown on top of that, and you will permanently advance your rank to diamond is what it's saying. Always have a diamond thing on top of it if you get first 6 times, I'm guessing. Now, the reward system for placing in top 25, top 10, top 5, and first are all right there, as you guys can see with the gems. You guys are going to go ahead and get 2 gems if you place in the top 25. You guys are going to go ahead and pick up 3 gems if you place in the top 10. And you guys are going to pick up 4 for top 5 and 5 for first. Then also we have our first place streaks over here on the right. Now this is pretty much saying every single time that you place first in your division in a consecutive placement over and over and over again in different league ladders, and every season you guys will have these flaming emblems on the back of your emblem. Like you can see, if you place first place, you're gonna have a gold one. If you get a couple of them, it's gonna be blue, and you get a lot of them, it's gonna be purple. Now that is pretty nice and everything like that. Kind of plays just like BO4's. Then looking at the good stuff here, we're gonna be looking at the league skill divisions. Now the skill divisions is broke up into 5 different placements. Now there's going to be Masters, Elite, Expert, Advanced, and Competitor. Now if you place in Competitor, you will not have a emblem below your actual level emblem. There's 2 different things. Now every time you get an emblem, you get the red, the green, the white, or silver, and then purple. Those will all give you emblem below your actual level. For Masters, you get a really widespread eagle-like type wings. The same thing for Elite as well, and then Expert kind of gets a really small one, and Advanced does not have one at all, and it's just the gem itself. These are pretty much where you are going to be placing. So Masters is the top tier of players, pretty much professional-wise. Elite is pretty much right up there with them, especially if you're at the top end of Elite, or you're at the bottom end is also an Expert, and Advanced are kind of the lower 2%. So the 15 to 11% on Expert, and 20% to 16% of all players on Advanced, and pretty much everybody else in the Competitor. And that's pretty much the ranking system here. And depending on how many games you win in your placement matches and how well you do in them, and how much score, kills, KD, and everything like that will be taken into effect. So make sure you guys are trying for those matches, and make sure you're definitely playing competitively for sure. To definitely try to get yourselves up there into that Masters rank. Now taking a look at all the restricted items. Now these will not be the same G8 items that are inside of actual competitive Call of Duty on CMG and CWL and all of that. There will be some things that you guys can use that you shouldn't be able to use that should actually get removed sometime soon. I hope that they do actually do that. But we're going to be sitting here looking at all the things that are not allowed inside of league play. So looking here, we got our weapons attachments, score streaks, wildcard, perks, and gear. And then taking a look at weapons, we have the LMGs, the tac rifles, shotguns, launchers, and specials. Then the attachments for all of them are the SWAT 5mm laser sight, the Ember sighting point, and the dual wield attachments. Then score streaks, we're looking at a lot of them here: the combat bow, spy plane, counter spy plane, care package, sentry turret, air patrol, and harp. Then for our gear, we have pretty much all of it. Got the C4, the tomahawk, stim shot, decoy grenade, proximity mine, field mic, and gas mine. Then for the perks, we only have 3 of them: paranoia, forward intel, and tracker. And then for our last restricted item, it's pretty much the danger close. Now there is a lot more restricted items inside of actual CWL and competitive COD, but for some reason they didn't keep the same settings for league play. I don't know why. I definitely hope that they change that in the future. And then for our last thing here on the rule set, we're looking at the game mode rules. Now these are pretty standard, everything like that. All the CDL rule lists that come standard with all of the matches for hardpoint, search and destroy, and control. You guys can see here that shows you guys exactly what's going on. So like in control, you got 30 lives, the round is 1.5 minutes, and the win limit is 3 rounds. And you have search and destroy with no respawning. The time limit is 1.5 minutes and 6 minutes for a win. Then a hardpoint has the 5-minute time limit, 250 points to win, and 60-second rotation for objectives. Now, there's a lot more rules to these than what they're saying. I don't really know why they don't list all of them. And if you guys do want to, you guys can go ahead and just look up the CWL rules or CDL rules for COD, for Black Ops Cold War, and you guys will get a better understanding about how all the matches work and all of their way. Because I know that search and destroy on competitive has a different plant and diffuse time. Same thing with like hardpoint, stuff like that. It takes longer for the hardpoint to flip and stuff like that. And you know, there's a lot more things affected just in what they give us right here with time limits and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested in learning more, you guys can definitely look that up for yourselves. Then I also want to go ahead and tell you guys these are the streaks that you guys can use. So you can see here we have the RCXD, armor, napalm strike, artillery strike, cruise missile, war machine, attack chopper, VTOL, gunship, and our chopper gunner as well. Those are all the kill streaks that you guys are going to be able to use inside of league play. There's a lot of them that you cannot use that we previously talked about in one of the rule sets. Make sure you guys put these on before you start a game, because you will not have any preset score streaks on your class when you first start. So make sure you do have them on, because if you do not, you will not have any on the first game. I made that mistake, and when the first match that I played for my placement, I did not have any score streaks because I assumed that they would have gave us some already. So make sure you guys are doing that. Now we're going to take a look at the league play ladder. Now this is pretty much where you guys are going to be able to get your wins and everything like that, and this is where they're tracked to. This is pretty much the leaderboards for your overall season progress, how many wins you have, what win streak and stuff like that you're on, and where your gyms are and how many gyms you're going to get based upon what placement you are right now. As you guys can see, I'm number 2 on my placement for the leaderboard, and I'm going to be getting around 4 gyms if I stay on this position, and I'm currently on a 4+ win streak, so I'm getting 30+ points every time I get a win, and as well as showing me my best win streak as well as my rank and all of my emblem and titles and stuff. Now this is kind of glitched out for the moment. You can't really scroll down and see any other people on the leaderboard. It's literally just frozen. You can't see anything, and it doesn't really show you your wins or losses or anything like that. That's all in your combat record and stuff like that. So if you guys are looking to see what your KD and stuff is like that, they added a certain section just for league play and your combat record. You guys can look at that. Multiplayer, zombies, whenever, it doesn't really matter. Just wanted to show you guys this what the league play ladder looks like, and this is pretty much where you're going to be be able to see yourself set on the leaderboard and where you're going to be placed for the next season and stuff like that. And now we're going to be taking a look at all of the League Play ranks inside of League Play. Now there's going to be 30 of them. You guys can see them here on the screen. I'm just going to go play them all through real quick. Now these are pretty much how you get to next levels is by the gems, and that's pretty much how you progress in levels. I think every 5 levels it takes more gems to get to, and that's pretty simple. It's just pretty much a multiplayer rank with an extra additive to level up with the gems. And to wrap it all up, they added an entire selection for the CDL channel, which shows you guys all of the teams, when they're playing, how they're playing, and an entire leaderboard for them. And that's pretty cool. You guys can check that out too. But that pretty much wraps up the entirety of all the things that League Play has to offer. Now, I think it's pretty crappy that we can't play without crossplay off. And it's forced to play crossplay on. You can't play with 3 people because if you do, you won't be able to find matches that frequently. There's a lot more things that are very, very bugged out. You can pretty much reverse boost inside of League Play as well. Get nukes and stuff like that. I had a friend drop a nuke already inside of League Play because he was a bad player on multiplayer because he never played it. Went to play League Play for the first time and he was playing bots. I mean, there's an entire elo system that's missing as well. There's no actual leveling system. There's nothing that actually tells you when you're going to level up in your divisions, to elite to masters or from advanced to expert and stuff like that. There's no system involved there that actually explains to you when you're going to be leveling up, which is very dumb, and I don't think that's a very good idea from them. You just pretty much have to guess when you're going to level up and everything like that in your division. The whole ladder placement and everything like that's pretty decent. I like that part. It's not too bad. I mean, I could see that, and the whole flames and stuff like that you get from getting first consecutively is pretty cool. That's nice. I like that, but they need to add a better elo system to it because if not, it's just not fair. And especially when you're playing crossplay, there's no anti-cheat that block these people off from chat. Playing console, you can't get all of the advantages that PC players can get, especially Xbox. What they should have done is what Apex did and made it so if you're playing crossplay and you're playing League Play, you only play with Xbox players and PlayStation players unless you have a PC player in your party. Then you'll play with other PC players. Definitely a missed opportunity there. Don't understand why they didn't do that. Other than that, it was pretty fun. It was great to play a competitive game and actually try for a reason. And I don't know, man, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I hope this helped you guys better understand the entire League Play system. I know it's kind of complicated, but that's pretty much all there is to it. And I'm just going to go ahead and leave you guys here with this. And I hope you guys learned something from this. And I hope you guys are having a good time playing League Play instead of regular multiplayer where we actually have incentives to sweat and stuff like that. Hope you guys have a good one. Appreciate you guys. And I hope I catch you guys in another video sometime soon. Catch you later. Get in.
Oh,
6 seconds, 6 seconds. I'm flooding. That's a win.
Let's go.
Nice game, man. First game, don't even know these call-outs? What do you mean?
we were trying to figure that out the entire time, bro.
Yeah, no calls the whole time. Knew nothing. These guys were streaking, too. These guys were all streak players. Damn. That was one of the harder games, too. These kids were trying. These kids were going for it low-key, bro.